Okie dokie. Let's see here. Hopefully the weather isn't that hot. We might have went past the heat wave thing. Greetings, travelers. We're here once again in the hidden outpost, learning more of flatland BMX, as well as other BMX related things. But I guess more importantly, the mysteries of God. Let's see here. We are going to. I don't even know what the verse were. We'll just open the word, right? So if you don't want to hear this, I'd probably skip the next 20 to 40 minutes. You're going to try to seek first the kingdom of God. Here's the other thing: is I've been actually I think it's also I've been on this rhythm of. I've honestly kind of made this a habit now, to where I'm doing these like Bible study devotional things in the beginning. I think it's good, but it is really awkward and cringy, especially like, it's actually very strange to do at times. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's why there's not many people doing the streams at all. Really, I'd like to think that there would be more people wanting to do it, but hopefully some seeds are getting planted. I just kind of feel like I don't know. But I will say that there are many different ways to plant seeds. I might even have to go back to the subtle way that I was doing it prior, without it wasn't really Bible reading, commentary reading stuff. It was more like putting up a cross or something, like just something really subtle, even just like, just not even like saying anything about the word, just like either just drawing something and there was a cross in it, like drawing a paladin or something, or like a nature class, some trees or something like that, and then just somehow randomly placing it somewhere, you know. I mean, that's a subtle way. I don't know if like I should be going back to doing it subtly, or should I be going back? Should I just continue doing this right here, which I feel like for my own mind, it's been good that I've been doing this, and also like I don't know. So I don't know what's gonna go down. I guess we're just gonna continue. And like I said, I just kind of feel like I'm just some sort of weird experiment for God at the moment. Uh, and I will say, like, if you're out there and you're kind of wondering, like, man, do I have to do like a 5 hour stream? Do I have to ride my bike that long? That's what I don't want. It's not, I'm not like saying you have to do that, because this is just, I will say that there's different ways, because in Matthew, where is it? Matthew 4, Matthew 4:19. Follow me and I will make you fishers of men. I do think that because of this verse, I think God does have a lot of believers just in different scenarios, situations, and ultimately I think He's going to try and teach us how to become better fishers of men, right? And I think there's so many different types of fish, so we need different types of nets, and if you're even planting a subtle seed, even if you're not even, I think even if you're not even bringing up the gospel, like even reading anything or doing a commentary, but even if you just have like a cross somewhere or something, I've literally seen people come to faith in some degree, and they didn't. There was actually a skateboarder. What was his name? What was his name? Oh, he was part of the Dogtown Z Boys. I think it was Christian Hosoi. It might have been one of the other ones, but I'm pretty sure it was Christian Hosoi. But what was weird is he had. I watched some documentary on the Dogtown Z Boys, and he went into how he got into the faith. And what was weird is that Christian said that he would wear crosses and he didn't even believe. Like he's just he would just wear them because he thought they looked cool. And then he went in later on saying that like that was like a subtle seed of faith that got planted, and like then like he would go back and like watch like the clips that he got, and he was like, dude, that's so weird, like I was rocking a cross right there or something like that. So I think there's different ways to fish for men, and I guess it just depends on, I guess, where God has you, I guess, right? But it has been I don't know. I think it gets a little strange when, say, you start getting some backlash, or some like, I mean, even though the word does tell us that, you probably will get persecuted and stuff for, I guess, trying to proclaim the faith, right? But in some ways, I wonder, man, like when is it too like should we? I don't know. Should I be subtly toning it down? Should I do it subtly? Should I keep doing these Bible study commentary things? I don't know. I'm not really too sure, right? Because in my own thing, it's like also I don't know. It's like I don't know. I guess we're just trying to mend the nets, right? I think it's cool. I've been seeing. I try and catch up on the you guys that are trying to proclaim the faith on Twitch and stuff. I really do appreciate it. It's really cool seeing like everybody trying to do it. But you know what trips me out, man? Is I'm like, dude, where is everybody else, man? It's like shouldn't there be just like just I don't know. You think that there'd just be a lot more because it's not like you have to do a biking stream or you even have to play video games. You don't even have to show your face. Like really, you could just literally just open your Bible and just the Word of God and just like literally, you could probably just read one sentence. You could probably just do that. Like literally, you could just open the Bible. Literally, it would take what 2 minutes, 5 minutes of your life once you have it all set up, and you could just go. And he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Boom, turn off the stream. Okay, boom. We at least got a little net thrown out there, right? Like I don't know. Like it's just. I think that's the other thing that I'm observing with maybe not just believers, but just a whole general thing that's been going on, is that I think what do they call it? I think they call it analysis paralysis through analysis or something like that. And it's when like okay, so say like I think maybe why that's starting to happen is because I think maybe like okay, so I think I brought this up in our earlier stream last week or something, but it was like sometimes when you go to church and stuff, it has like this aura of like you need to be perfect and all this stuff. Now, the only one that was really perfect was the Lord Jesus Christ, and we are to try and strive to be like that. But also I feel that because of maybe this aura of being too perfect all the time or something like that, that it gets people to not even want to try because they're like, oh, I don't even want to, oh, I'm going to mess up. I don't even want to like, do it like that, and that's actually what made me, now I think about it, like it made me kind of like not want to even try because I'd be like, oh man, I'm going to mess it up. But now it's like at the point where like, it's kind of, isn't it like kind of, I don't know, it's kind of good to like get past your like hangups and just like even go for it, even if you do mess up, right? Because it's like I think it's better to try than to not try at all, right? And I think that's also another reason why in the biking streams, I think I'm going to start even just grinding out more tricks, just trying to learn them, because I think it kind of shows. Because I have gotten some comments of being like, "Man, you landed that first try. I'm not going to learn that like that and all that stuff." And I think that's the other weird thing is because I think people don't realize that some of the clips that I have gotten, dude, they've taken like some of them taken like weeks. Like some of them I've literally was out there like just trying to get a clip. It looks like I did it probably first try or something. That's the other weird thing about the internet. Sometimes when you watch videos that are edited and stuff like that, at times you can have that perception of that they're doing maybe not even just BMX, but just anything. That they're just doing it just boom, 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 like perfect, 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 And sometimes you don't get to see that thing where they're doing it behind the scenes, right? And I think that's honestly one of the reasons why streaming at the moment is becoming a interesting platform, because it is in real time and it's also you do get to see the faults of people, and it's like, and I think because of that there's a bit more transparency, and that transparency is lending itself maybe more towards like trusting people more, right? Um, yeah, so something like that. Well, anyway, I don't even know what verses to get into. I mean, I guess we already went. I guess we went into. And he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." I mean, maybe we could just do another study on that, right? I mean, that's the weird thing is I went into. I've looked up commentaries. I guess we could just keep looking up commentaries on this one. But see, it says, while walking by the Sea of Galilee, he saw both brothers Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Immediately they left their nets and followed him. And going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, in the boat of Zebedee, their father, mending their nets, and he called them. So so I don't know if I have not heard or seen a sermon. If you look up Matthew 4:19 sermon, it's like every single sermon that I've ever heard, they always bring up that this is for like every believer or something. I will make you fishers of men. But don't you think it's a little strange because it's talking also about Simon and Andrew? But I don't know. I guess there's also some people have also said that this verse is also related to the Great Commission, and the Great Commission is what verse is that? The Great Commission is I think it's proclaim the gospel or something like that, right? Proclaim the gospel verse. What is it? Where is it? I kind of forgot where it is. Where is it? Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. Actually, maybe I should just read all of these, huh? For some reason, every time I put it into this one, it always puts up with the ESV. Lately, I guess that's good too, but it's like they've been kind of digging the KJV. I guess that's a Gideon's though, so I don't know. I think that's an NIV. I don't even know. Let's see here. And he said unto them, "Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature." See, it's kind of strange because I always wonder, because it's like when I've looked up this verse, this is Mark 16:15. When I've looked up this verse, basically every sermon that I've ever heard on this verse, they always like equate it to every believer, And it's just like, it's strange because like, it's just weird because then you think of this and then you just think of like the pastors, right? You just think, oh, well, that's just the pastor's job. That's just, that's just them that have to do it. But then it's so strange because when I look up sermons, it's like every believer should be doing this, right? And it just doesn't even really like make sense to me at times. I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to try. And then I end up trying and then I start going, well, where's everybody else? It's just like weird. It's just like there's like just crickets. And you're just like, what in the world? Like, should I not be doing this? I don't know. It's like, isn't that weird? I think that would make you weird. I think that would make anybody feel weird. Like, say you try and do something and then it's just like, I don't know. But then also, I guess Jesus warns us that the laborers are few, right? Something like that. What verse is that? Laborers are few. Maybe that's what we should get into. 9:37, Matthew 9:37. He saith unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Let's look up a commentary on that one. Matt 9:37 commentary. Because sometimes that's what it's feeling like right now. I don't know if that's what every other believer is feeling like, but it's like, I don't know. That's what I'm feeling like lately. But especially on this streaming kind of stuff, you just think that there'd be so many people. I don't know. It's like, it just seems like there's not many people really doing it, huh? Okay, let's see here. Ellicott's commentary, Benson. Oh, let's read up the Benson commentary. I think I've been digging the Benson commentary. Okay, Matthew 37-38. Then saith he to his disciples, to quicken their devotion and zeal. I like that. See that? He uses some good words. Devotion and zeal. The harvest, namely of souls to be gathered, is plenteous. The multitudes that followed Jesus and expressed so earnest a desire of receiving his instructions gave him occasion of making this reflection. He compared Judea and the neighboring countries to fields covered with ripe corn, and nothing was wanting but reapers. John 4:35. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest. those peculiar work and office it is, and who alone is able to do it. Oh, goodness. We actually looked up the definition of peculiar. I kind of forgot it's like mysterious. Peculiar definition. What is the definition of that? Strange or odd. That's so weird because that's what it's been feeling like doing this. And it's so funny that he brings it up like that. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, whose peculiar work and office it is, and who alone is able to do it. Or I guess that was for the Lord of harvest. But still, proclaiming the gospel at times is just I don't know. It feels really weird and awkward and cringy and stuff at times, but we're going for it, right? We're going to try and get... Because I don't know, man. It's like I've listened to so many sermons right now and just have went into so much of the word. It's like, ultimately, I guess it's about glorifying God, right? And just trying to put God first and yeah, so... But sometimes I just feel like it's like not really working out, right? It's like weird, but I continue going for it, man. I don't know. It's strange times, and that's why I feel like I'm just some sort of weird, just some experiment for God at the moment. I don't even know. That he will send forth laborers, back to the commentary, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. The word properly means to thrust out. That's a Hebrew word, exbararn. Plainly implying the exercise of some degree of force, for it is an employ not pleasing to flesh and blood, so full of reproach, labor, danger, and temptation of every kind. That nature may well be averse to it. Those who never felt this never knew what it is to be laborers in Christ's harvest. He sends them forth when he calls them by his Spirit, furnishes them with grace and gifts for the work. Oh, that's weird. Furnishes them with grace and gifts for the work. I wonder if that's an interesting... See, that's the other thing. Sometimes I feel like, even if you're a believer, you don't have to ride a bike, stuff like that. You don't have to do a 5-hour stream. It's just like, I think he has people, he's like trying he's trying different things wherever you're at, or basically to fish for souls, man. That's basically what we're doing. Is like even if you're proclaiming the gospel even a little bit, even if you are not even say, I even think even if you're like not even saying a word of God's word, but even just putting a cross or somehow leading people into the faith, I think that's even a net that can be cast as well, right? Let's see here. For the work, let's see here, and makes a way for them to be employed therein. Christ's example says Baxter, teacheth preachers to compassionate and willing multitude, when they want sufficient teachers, and to pray to God to send forth more laborers when there are too few. So that's actually another thing right before the other verse, that Matthew 9:36, right? Or it's 37. It says that we should pray to God that we should send out more laborers into the harvest. And maybe that's what's going on. Maybe there's too few laborers right now. Now people are getting all... What would happen if there was too few laborers and way more wolves in sheep's clothing, demons and stuff like that? That'd be weird, huh? Let's see here. Give labor... and not to over-labor themselves without being utterly disabled, through men forbid them. Some parishes in London have each about 7,000 souls, some 60,000, some 30,000, and all the city and country and much more have but one bishop, and the curates of preachers cannot be heard, each by above 3,000 at once or thereabouts. But how much greater is the population of London with its environs and the whole country at the present day than it was in Mr. Baxter's time. Let's read another commentary. Okay, we'll read the Gill's exposition commentary. Then saith he unto his disciples, his heart being drawn out and filled with piety to these poor people, upon observing the miserable and sad condition they were in, he turns himself to his disciples, whom he was about to call and send forth in the more public manner to preach the gospel, of which we read to the following chapter, in order to quicken them to this service and engage their hearts in it, says unto them. See, that's the other weird thing. It's like, so like, okay, right after, even if I after I read that, just that one chapter right there, you know what kind of reminded me of? It's like he like called his disciples, and he kind of just like, he didn't say, oh, go into that church, you're going to go into that church and you're going to do it right in there, you're going to preach the gospel right from that place, right? It almost just kind of seems like he wanted, I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong to do, but it's like, I mean, there's also just, I think there's many different ways to proclaim the gospel, right? So, I mean, I'm also wondering, like, should people be proclaiming the gospel just one day a week? Should I just be doing this just on Sunday? That's actually another question I've been having, because lately I've been trying, because, like, some sermons and pastors I've heard, they always go, put God first in all that you do, like, whatever you do, you're doing it unto the Lord, commit your works to the Lord and stuff like that. But then I start wondering, like, do I just have to do that one day a week? Like, maybe I'm doing it wrong. So I don't know. I could even be doing this wrong. Like, maybe I should just be doing it one day a week. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, because I've been doing it 6 days a week, and it just like, I don't know. It's like weird. Maybe I should just be doing it one day a week, right? But then it says commit your way. I don't know. I don't even know. So take my word grain of salt. I just, I don't know. Let's keep reading this commentary. The harvest truly is plenteous, meaning the large number of God's elect which were in these cities, towns, and villages, and in other places. Not that these were materially prepared by anything in themselves or done by them for the grace of God, and much less ripe for the kingdom of glory, and therefore called in harvest. But as there are two appointed weeks of the harvest, or a set time for the harvest to be gathered in, so there is a certain fixed time settled in the council and by the purpose of God, for the effectual calling and conversion of his elect. And this time being come, with respect to these in Galilee, in other parts, Christ calls them an harvest, and because of their number of large or plenteous one. But the laborers are few. Gospel ministers whose calling is a laborious one, whose business is to labor in the word and doctrine, to be constant in prayer, to give themselves to meditation and reading, to study, to show themselves workmen, to preach the word in season and out of season, and diligently discharge the several duties of their office to the glory of Christ and the good of souls. But such painful and laborious ministers who are willing to spend and be spent for Christ and immortal souls have been but few in all ages. Generally speaking, there are more loiterers than laborers. Loiterers, that's a weird word. Man, there's actually a lot of commentaries. Holy Toledo. There's a lot of commentaries for this one. But I guess that was the other one. Kind of also makes me wonder about this one too. There's another verse saying, it's in Proverbs, we can I guess this is the only combo I have really today in some degree, but what is it? Know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds. What do you think that means? See, right now I feel like if I were to think about that, know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds, it depends on like, because I think that's the other weird thing is sometimes, like, I've also been told by some pastors is that some people's walls are just so built up, and in some cases they become blind, right? Because I think there's another verse. What is it? It's like Satan blinds the minds. Satan blinds. Satan, who is the god of this world, has blinded the minds of those who don't believe. They are unable to see the glorious light of good news. They don't understand this message about the glory of Christ, who is the exact likeness of God. And we went into a whole study on, Satan previously. I kind of wanted to like put a little thumbnail like Satan, but I don't know, we're just gonna keep it like that, right? I mean, this is an entire just study right here too, man. 2 Corinthians 4:4, and it just kind of reminds me of like, know well the condition of your flocks, give attention to your herds. So it's like what happened like at this point. See, I think this is when maybe like subtle seeds of faith. I think that's what the pastor was talking. I forgot what he was really talking about. Something about like walls that get built up, and then this is why like there's the subtle seeds of faith. So I think, in some degree, I'm wondering like in some degree like, is proclaiming the gospel, is it just like you have to proclaim the word, or can you proclaim the gospel in subtle seeds of faith as well? I don't know. I don't know that answer, but this one pastor was saying that that's why subtle seeds of faith are there, because like I think he brought up something about like the mustard seed, and like the mustard seed's like the littlest seed, but it can also get watered. So other believers start watering the seeds, and then eventually they just start growing in you. And the seeds are the word, and you eventually just become a tree. You eventually just starts becoming a tree. That reminds me, and we'll combo that one out with Proverbs 1, or Psalms 1, right? There's something about a tree in there. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers. Now, see, that part confuses me, In all that he does, he prospers. That's a confusing one, because sometimes it feels like it's not even working, but I don't know. Like proclaiming the gospel and stuff, sometimes it feels like there's more pushback than, and I think that's a very confusing thing. There should be more people like pastors and stuff wanting to talk about that. I don't really know what to look up. I've tried to look it up, and I can't seem to find many sermons on it. Like, they don't really, a lot of the sermons, they don't go like, what happens when you start proclaiming the gospel, Like, is there anything that starts happening in your life? Like, I mean, like, it's so strange. I mean, imagine if you were like a business owner and stuff. Like, imagine you just started proclaiming the gospel, like, and then just everybody's just like, nope, we haven't, and then your business goes under or something like that. But I haven't heard any pastors talk about that. I haven't heard, like, I don't know. It's just strange. It's like, I don't know. But at this point in my life, God has me in this strange situation. We're just gonna keep going for it, right? Oh man. But I will say, man, like I've met some people, and they were like, in some degree, man, they're in such difficult situations in life, but they found peace in the word, man. Like just situations that would utterly destroy people, man. Like just horrendous situations at times, and they have found peace and solace, and it's just when you see that, it's like so like. It's gnarly, man, when you see stuff like that, and they can just keep going, and you just see them keep going, and they have this peace and this solace, even when things just seem so. Maybe I don't really know their lives. It could be not that bad, but some there's a strength that you start attaining when you get God's word in your mind. It's like it goes into the whole parable of like building your house on the rock, right? Something like that, and like the winds and stuff come by, and but the word what parable is that? Now I gotta read it. Building the house on the rock, right? Building the house on the rock. Sermon. Matthew 7:24 through 27. Just look it up in here, huh? Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Every everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock, and the rain fell and the floods came and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall because it had been founded on the rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand, and the rain fell and the floods came and the winds blew and beat against that house and it fell, and great was that fall of it. See, well, that's kind of strange that, See, also, this is right before it too. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. You will recognize them by their fruits. Are grapes gathered from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? So every healthy tree bears good fruit, and a diseased tree bears bad fruit. A healthy tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor a diseased tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Thus you will recognize them by their fruits. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name and cast out demons in your name and do mighty works in your name? Then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. See, now that's so strange. See, now I know there's a lot of sermons on this one right here. But here's the other thing is then there's some there that okay, so then the other thing is like, so works also don't offer us salvation. Like, you can't work for the salvation. It's just like belief, but also the thing about it is that Jesus does say that we will recognize people by their fruits. And also Jesus wants us to show people our works, basically. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds crazy and ridiculous at times, but now we always go back to Matthew 5:16. In the same way, let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. And then it goes into the whole thing of like wolves in sheep's clothing, and it's just gnarly because like it's gnarly when you read this because it goes, on that day many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name and cast out demons in your name and do mighty works in your name? And you know what he says? He says, and then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness. I mean, that's so gnarly, man. That's crazy that there's people like doing this kind of stuff and, still like, and it just makes me think, man, dang, man, there's like, oh man, it's gnarly, dude. It's weird, huh? You just think that there'd be more people even just trying to proclaim the gospel even to a small degree, right? Because these people were even casting out demons and doing all this other stuff and prophesying, and they still, it's like, I don't know, man. It's strange. It is strange. But at least we could try, right? But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. But also Jesus tells us that we need to beware. So there's like two things that Jesus also tells us that we need to beware of, that we need to keep secret. And we need to keep our almsgiving as our charity, like helping I guess maybe not helping others. Yeah, I guess that is kind of like helping others, right? That we are to sound no trumpet before you as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may be praised by others. Truly I say to you that they have received their reward. I have seen some like stuff on Instagram and TikTok and stuff where they go in and they like film themselves helping the poor, right? To get to, stuff like that, which is, that's, in some degree, I think that's kind of cool, right? But it's also, if you read this verse right here, it says, Jesus tells us not to do that. So we're supposed to be secret. But when you give to the needy, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. And then also what Jesus says is, when you pray, you must not be like the hypocrites, for this is actually one that a brother of mine actually like brought up to me, and actually I don't know. It's kind of weird. It sounds strange because like how a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying praying before you do things is like bad or whatever. Because also there are some people that say there's different types of prayers. We should be praying everywhere, stuff like that. But also these are the words of Christ, so it's like I don't know. Sometimes when I hear like the words that are kind of from Christ, it's like in a different sense to me, But this is what he says. And when you pray, you must not be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and at the street corners, that they may be seen by others. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. So yeah, it's so if any of you guys are wondering why I don't really do the whole like prayer thing in the beginning, it's probably But also I've also heard, and I'm not saying if you do that it's bad, because I don't even know if I'm doing it right or not. So it's like, because I mean there's a lot of people that like they do like to do, that's why it's kind of strange sometimes when I. But yeah, actually these words right here actually really started tripping me out at times. I'm like, man. It's actually very weird. Like, I mean, when does something become public, right? When does a prayer? Where's the line? Where does the line get drawn from a public when something becomes? I mean, I guess it depends on how many people are watching you, right? Something like that. I don't know, but. But then also, there are other verses saying like, there are other verses that I've looked, because I've looked this verse up, and there's other verses saying like praying at all times, something like that, and then also like, okay, so this is Ephesians 6:18, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. There's that one. There's like the prayer that James says, and James saying like, when we pray that we shouldn't be like double-minded or something like that. So yeah, just I think it's just kind of good to be aware though. At this point, I've been trying to just trying to keep them secret, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but. But the other thing is, a lot of people don't really even, I don't know, it's kind of strange, because then sometimes, like, it's a little strange, because I feel like, a lot of churches, because I think there's another verse saying something that we should pray in the churches and stuff like that. But then at times, I do think that, that maybe, promotes people to kind of, like, maybe, pray out in public in some degree. I don't know. Maybe not. So take my words with a grain of salt. I don't really know. I'm a little actually confused at the whole like praying thing. I just like to keep it simple. Just kind of just follow the Matthew part. And just how Jesus just says to keep our prayers secret. So I think that's ultimately maybe that's I don't know. Because I mean, then there's other people that say there's different types of prayers. So I don't know. Just you think that Jesus would kind of like bring that up, right? It's like you think he'd be like, there's two types of prayers. You do them both, but then it's like it's strange because I don't know. So I'm confused. I'm actually like perplexed now. I'm like, what do I do? Like I don't know. Like I don't even know. Like lately, these past, because I actually kind of I used to like put these prayers out on the internet, like on the forums and stuff. And actually, once I reread this and I like really started reading it, actually somebody brought it up, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta change that now. And then now I'm like all like, am I doing it right? I don't know if I am or not, or something like that, but I don't know. So yeah, let's take it. You read it for yourself and let the Spirit, I guess, guide you in some degree, right? And I'm not saying if you are doing it, because some people don't even really know. That's the other thing. Some people don't realize, sometimes the other thing is sometimes when we read the word, at times, sometimes some of the words go in one ear and out the other at times, and sometimes it's like hard. Sometimes it's hard to remember, And the thing is that Satan is. We are told by that Satan comes and he wants to take the word away from us, so we like basically don't remember it and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay, let's do a. Man, maybe I should try and shorten these up because I've been actually seeing this one dude, and he does such a short, just concise like just one verse thing, and it's just really quick, just really quick, and it just feels like when I go back and edit these, when I do make the highlight thing, I'm like, holy Toledo, man! I've been talking for 40 minutes, man. I just been like. Just comboing all these things out, and I'm like, man, maybe I should just do like I don't know. But then I think about all these other things, and then some things remind me of other things, and it's just this, and I just keep finding combos and combos and combos. It's cool, but man, I don't know. It's like, so yeah. I guess maybe tomorrow, maybe we might. I try not to plan them out, but maybe tomorrow we might look into like prayers and stuff, right? Because I looked it up a little bit, and there's some verses that say, pray at all times, there's also what the Philippians 4:19 one saying let your prayers and requests be made known to God, and stuff like that, and also Jesus says to keep our prayers secret. So then it's just well, I don't know. So what is there? Is there just two different types of prayers? Or are there different types of prayers? Or are there I don't know. It's it's I guess that's not up for me to decide. That's for your own discernment. And I'm not saying if you are doing it right now, it's not bad, because I don't know either. I don't know if it's bad or not. I don't even know. It's just I don't know. I got told by somebody, and I was like, oh man, maybe. And it kind of tripped me out. I was like, oh man, maybe I should change that. But I was it was weird because I was inspired by the church, kind of. But then it was just strange because then I don't know. It was weird, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't even know if I'm doing all this stuff right. Hopefully, I'm giving some glory to God in any degree. That's ultimately what we're trying to do. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to do a card rating. But also, I think I'm going to just keep grinding, maybe trying to learn more new tricks and stuff like that. We're going to start off the stream by doing a triple fire hydrant. Man, they've been a grind lately. A gnarly grind. And I think that's the only way I'm going to get to 4. See, because if I can start getting the triples like how I got the doubles, where I was like, okay, I can kind of get it, but I just started doing the triples, because here's the thing, is I did start a couple months back, we went on the freaking fire hydrant schedule, regimen. 1 fire hydrant, then we went to 2 fire hydrants, 2 fire hydrants. Thing is once you get to 3, for some reason the 3rd fire hydrant feels so much different than the 2nd fire hydrant, because there's it's almost like Tetris, where you go and the whip gets faster and faster and faster. And once you get to the 3rd fire hydrant, it just feels so I don't know, man. You have to auto correct your body and weight placement at just the right time, and you have to have all this timing down. And then it just trips me out because I see some people doing this trick. Maybe not from the pedals, they always do it from the pegs, but I find the pegs even harder. And I'm like, how are these guys even doing it from the pegs when I don't see anybody doing it from the pedals, really? And just why? I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it that way, but maybe I'm doing it the hard way. I mean, maybe there's a reason why they do it from the pegs, but I think the pegs are even harder than the pedals, so it's I don't know. But I've seen people do 100 of them in a row. No, actually, maybe not. No, actually, maybe not the fire hydrants. I've probably seen. The most with the fire hydrants I've seen somebody do in a row is probably 12. Maybe 20. Now, pinky squeaks are a variation of the fire hydrant, but the pinky squeaks is there's 2 scuffs. So it's there you bring your foot down and then you bring it back up, and then you put your leg over, and then you do it again, up, 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 and for some reason I like the look of the fire hydrant because the fire hydrant's just like, just looks so crazy. It's just like so like, like. But it's definitely a challenging one. It's weird. There's so many variables in it, and it's just so, and I feel like if you're trying to learn them, I think this would probably be a good way to learn them, is just to have like a set regimen schedule, and you just start just trying to learn them that way. Because eventually I do want to get up to like doing 12 in a row or something like that. I know it sounds ridiculous, but like, it's just crazy because I still have yet to beat 3. I've been trying to get to 4, and that's another reason why I want to start doing this thing where I do the 3s in the beginning, because the thing about it is once you start getting used to landing the doubles, you can actually tell what starts happening when you go for the triples, because at the doubles, after that second one, your muscle memory just gets so locked into landing a double, and it shifts your momentum just a little bit because you want to land back on the pedals, right? Or like on the frame and stuff. But then, like once you go for that the triple, it's like almost like your muscle memory, since landing so many doubles, it like pushes your weight back, and you have to almost like force your mind to like not do that and just to keep going, and it gets faster. So it's like, I don't know, it's strange. It's very weird. It's a very strange trick. I don't know. I wish there was more how-tos on it. Yeah. I wish there was more how-tos on it. Maybe there's some more secrets that I just gotta learn or something. I think it probably would help if I had some legit front brake forks. I'm basically using Walmart brakes on that thing, so. Yeah. Okay, first card. Joraga Tree Speaker. Man, that's cool. I don't even think I've ever drawn this card on here. I forgot this thing was in here. Tree Speaker. 2. Glimpse the Future. Number 3. Soul's Attendant. 4. Ooh, I haven't drawn this card in a while. Divine Favor. Number 5. Sarah's Litigary. Calming Verse. This card again. Silver Knight. Kind of like this one. The flavor text on this one. Hammer out your doubts as you forge your weapon. To slay a dragon, your resolve must be stronger than your steel. Okay, last card. Kite Sail Apprentice. For some reason I like the art on this one. It's just like very like clean. It's cool. Okay. Okay, now what are we doing? We're gonna check our PSI. I mean, maybe that's the other thing. Maybe I'm using the wrong PSI with the fire hydrant. There's also some things that I've been noticing is that it seems like a lot of people that do this trick, or that I've seen do a lot of this trick, they have 0 offset forks. They have 0 offset forks, they have a flatland frame, and they generally have flatland bars. And with that combination, and they have forks that are legit front brakes. So with that combination, I'm wondering if it makes the trick way easier. So I don't know. Because the other thing is, if you have a shorter frame, that means your back tire, there's more, okay, so it's let more of a room, and then I think you know what? Dude, I think it would make that trick way easier now I think about it. Because, so, when you do this trick, you have the potential to do this. Right? You know, you always see me doing that. I always like, but imagine if my forks are right here. If my wheel was back right here, and then this frame was 2.5 inches shorter. That means like I would probably be up like that, right? When right now I just let it slap down like that, right? So even if I did that, so that means that there's more room right here for less room for error, right? I mean, more room that you can get away with, right? Maybe that's why they're doing it on there. Maybe I'm just doing it wrongly. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna. Feed the squirrel. Okay, let's grind this triple out. Listen to this. I saw it the other day. I think it's copyright free anyway. I wonder how long this is going to take. How long is the trip going to take? All right, let's go. This is the warm up. Warm up of the day is triple fire hydrant. Hopefully I can get them unlocked one day. And I'll start doing like 12 in a row. Oh. Nope. That's so weird. That's the other thing, man. These brakes are just not good. I legitimately need like some new forks, I think. another double. So you think just getting that next triple would be so easy, right? Like, but it's weird, like, there's like speed changes in the width, so that third one's really, it feels different. It's so weird. Okay. Why is this cable all weird? I think my brakes are slipping. I think that was just a slip right there. Oh, so close. See, if you shift your weight just a little bit, like the whole thing falls apart. You just gotta be in it. Oh. I wonder if this trick's ever gonna come to a point where it's like not a grind. Because now it's at the point every time I do this trick, I'm just grinding it out. Oh, so close. Messed up. Probably seems ridiculous just trying, but I've seen people do it, so I know it's doable. I don't know if I'm just like, I probably should be doing it on a flatland setup, but let's see what I can. Brakes don't still work. I did it though. How long did that take? Okay, that took 7 minutes. 7 minutes to land a triple. I'm gonna stream mark it because lately I've been trying to like analyze what I am doing with the triples and if there's any way I could maybe fix it. This is the other good thing about streaming. I don't have to put my phone up all the time. Just have it up right there. Okie dokie. 7 minutes for that one. I kind of want to just, every time I land one, I kind of want to like, every time I land one, it just like feels like I don't land it. It's weird. It's like, did I actually land it? That's always, it's like, it's always weird. He was like, what in the world? There's no way I just landed it right there. I kind of want to just try and go for another one. Let's see if we can go for another one. I kind of felt like it was going to be a bit more of a grind because the last 3 days I was trying that way harder. Speed, man. I don't want to get burnt out on that trick, so I'm honestly surprised I'm not even burnt out of doing it. You think out of all the attempts I would have just gave up. Okay, we're gonna try some backyards and then we're probably gonna go right outside. Pretty nice out. So, this is another trick I've been really working on. This one's been literally like maybe a 2 year, maybe not 2 year, maybe about a year and a half build up to even learn this trick. But the thing is, I always gave up on it, so that's the thing. I tried to learn this trick and I would just give up. I'm like, I'm never gonna learn it. I need to flat my bike. Give up, give up, give up. But this time we're trying to really grind for it. We've gotten pretty close lately, so this is the backyard no-hander. Might be a switch foot backyard no-hander. I don't really know. So that was pretty good for the first attempt. At least took my hands off. Get that in the muscle memory. And actually I need to fix this seat. It's wrecked. Let me turn this on, it's kind of hot. Oh, I think it's inside. Let me get these scissors. Actually, let's go see if we can film this squirrel. Let's go see if the squirrel can be filmed. It's out there. Okay, let's see if we can get it. It's probably gonna run away. Darn it, did. Darn, one day I'm gonna film it. I've been trying to get the squirrel so I could just feed it. Ran away right when I went up to it. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Nikes. That didn't stay on there. There has to be a different way I can put this on here. Like that. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to. I was trying to learn the whiplash to hang five. Dude, those are hard, man. If anybody out there knows how to do that trick, please make a how-to. I literally, that's another trick I've just given up on. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go check outside, see how it is. It's windy. I don't think it's windy, but. let's go outside. Wait, I need to go get that charger. So nice out. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this. This. Oh. Plug this in. We're gonna increase our brightness setting. I wonder if I'm gonna land a backyard no-hander today. Is today gonna be the day I land a backyard no-hander? Or will it be another grind of the century? Tune in today to see if that will happen. What am I doing? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Take this. All right, let's do this. What am I gonna work on? I think I should work on the backyard. Oops. looking. I'll be right back. I need to get something.
Just give it a go.
Holy Toledo. Here, I'm gonna film this. Let's see if this turns out any better. Wonder if this is a good angle. Maybe I should change the angle. Oh. All right, let's do this. There's my marker. I need to see if that kind of fit in the frame. I think it fit in the frame. Oh yeah, I'm actually glad I didn't do it. It didn't. I gotta move this camera a little bit more this way. Should actually probably push it more down too. Let's see, how far is that? Okay, I think that might actually work. Okay, okay, that should work. Should work on the jump. Should ride the jump. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I'll go and ride the jump. It's kind of wet. I might as well just try and fix it. Actually, maybe I should just fix it up. Not really even ride it. Fix it up a little bit. I don't really even think it needs that much fixing. pack it down. I don't even think I'm gonna ride today that much. I kind of want to work on the backyard trick. It is kind of wet, so I might as well. There we go. Sunbake it now. The BMX content. Trying to, man. Sometimes you get kind of isolated in some degree, right? So, in some senses, it's for anybody that just wants to peer into, you know. I wish I lived in the city. It'd be cool to live in the city. I used to live in the city. I used to live in Long Beach, man. Long Beach is like the complete opposite of where I'm at now. I'm like in the middle of nowhere, it seems. But it's cool. Yeah, I live in the desert. I miss Long Beach though, man. Just so much different. Just you meeting like hundreds of new people every single day. Like, it was a blast. But I like it out here too. This is my parents' house, so. I'm gonna get back into some backyard grinding, so. Not really focusing on anything I can really land at the moment. Kind of just me trying to learn this new trick. I've been after this one for a very long time. And I can feel I'm getting closer, so I just gotta keep grinding it. Like, I'm almost there. Because literally a week ago, I couldn't even take my hands off. So I know I'm getting closer. Oh, almost landed right there. That trick feels so weird. I need to make sure I'm like getting it in the right angle. Do you like to ride, man? But wouldn't it be cooler? I mean, I guess the cool thing about here is you can kind of like build dirt jumps. I'm lucky that, so the thing is I have this dirt jump right there. See that big bush right there? I kind of hid it behind that thing. There's also a thing, it's called, so my neighbor actually moved away, but he used to race, but he told me how to build bonsais. And a bonsai for a jump is like, okay, so you can make, so that jump right there is 2 feet. It looks 2 feet if you look at it this way. You can't even see it, it's behind the bush. But I dug 2 feet down into it, so it's actually a 4-foot jump. And the digging in part is called a bonsai. I mean, I guess I could just do some more stuff that I'm like, I can land. That's the other thing. It's like, it's kind of weird because I've been like filming me learning tricks, which is probably completely boring to watch. So I'm just doing it things like thousands of times over and over and over again. But I guess it shows something that I'm not perfect, you know. So Lord Christ, He is the one. We do some like switch foot jam whips. Maybe I should learn switch foot jam whip to like reverse regular foot jam whip. What about switch foot jam whip to double regular foot jam whip? Dude, that would be crazy. I don't know if that's even doable. Yeah, I do drive, but have regular trekking bike. Oh, sweet, man. That's awesome, dude. For some reason, I've really been digging that line. It's like really fun. I tend to do it every time I come out here. The bar spin tail tap. It's actually a pickup bar spin tail tap. Or actually, it's a pickup bar spin Abubuka. Abubuka fakie foot jam whip. And then with that little crack right there, I do 180. Generally, I've been trying to do this line. I almost landed it yesterday. Or not yesterday, but oh, my foot slipped out. It's just fun. It's so weird how much fun you could just have on a bike. It just trips me out, man. Like, you know, like, it's so weird, like, how much you really do take for granted. Because, like, I remember I used to be, like, at this very moment, and I'd be at this crazy skate park, I'd be complaining about it. I'd be like, bro, there's only a wedge at the skate park. What in the world, bro? That's, like, barely anything. And look at me now. I'm, like, riding that. I mean, yeah, it would be cooler, right? Ah, I see, yeah. Yeah, there's like two different modes. There's kind of like, so I have like two modes of riding. I think everybody has two modes of riding. You know, you have like the show mode. The show mode's like, you've already landed the tricks, you already know how to do them, you know, now you're just kind of showing people. And then there's the grinding, where there's like a combo you haven't landed, a trick that you're learning. I think that's the most weird part about filming, is doing a trick and you're actually trying to learn it and film it at the same time. Because you just get to see, you're basically just showing everybody your mess ups. And it's kind of cool. That trick's fun though. One day it'll be done. It's gonna happen pretty soon here. I just feel it. I feel that it's gonna happen. too. Just straight balance maneuver. Generally, no one even comes into these streams. You know, the one reason why I just do this is because it saves me time. Because I can just highlight it and then I don't have to keep closing my phone out, you know? Yeah. Well, also it's like I do it because hopefully I'm encouraging anybody else. Because I think a lot of people, they get discouraged when they see some tricks and they're like, oh dude, it's so hard, I'm never gonna do it. And hopefully it's showing other people that like, it's hard for me too. I mean, some of the tricks I already kind of have down. I kind of wish I would have did this way earlier before I kind of knew a lot of these tricks. So hopefully I'm not intimidating anybody too. That's the other reason. That's the other reason I'm kind of scared of. Is like hopefully I'm not intimidating people like, oh, I should never ride BMX or something like that. So, but honestly, since I've been recording it and stuff, like it's been making me learn tricks actually faster. Because since you have it, you can kind of like see and go back what you're doing wrong. And yeah, it's just kind of motivating too. It's weird. It's really awkward at first, but once you get through it, like once you get over the hump, it's actually really cool because like you're kind of helping to promote the bike industry in any degree and, you know, stuff like that. One day I think there'll be a lot of people streaming it too. It's just super nice out. Normally I'm riding in my garage. I gotta take advantage of this good weather. It's like 10 degrees cooler than it normally is. Otherwise I can't even film over here. I need to restart this one actually. Yeah, I want to get back into biking since it's summer and vacation times for me. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not more like people, you know, like trying to do the stream. There's some people, but I don't see too many bikers doing the streams. That's another reason why I kind of wanted to promote the flatland, because with flatland you can learn it anywhere, you know. It's not like you need a skate park, you know. So that's another thing. I think a lot of people get discouraged with BMX or skateboarding because they're like, oh, I don't have a skate park, you know, like I'm never gonna learn these tricks. I need a skate park, I need a foam pit or something like that, which is cool. That is ideal if you have that stuff. But also just being able to just learn stuff on flat, you know? It's like you don't have to have a skate park and stuff. And honestly, I think flatland's more hard than the other. I guess no, everything's hard in its own right, but flatland it's definitely has its own challenges and stuff. It's more about patience and stuff. See, you know what's crazy is that this trick that I'm trying, I saw somebody do it, and they made it look so easy. Because it's weird, because when you watch somebody and they just land a trick, you're like, oh, well, that's not that bad, huh? And then you go out and try it, and you're like, what in the world, dude? What? Like, you didn't see what happened behind the scenes. And I'm wondering if he had to grind this much just to learn it. I mean, I'm thinking he did, but maybe there are some tricks that you just pick up, you know? There are some tricks that are just like, they come naturally to you. And then there's some tricks that you just have to grind. You literally have to rewire your muscle memory to learn it. It feels like. Dude, I'm about to land it. That one right there. That's the one I've been really after lately. I think for the past, like, I don't even know how many attempts I've done in the past 3 weeks. Thinking maybe 1,000. If I can land it first try, I would. I would not be sitting out here doing this many attempts. Man, I've almost landed 2 so far, so I'm pretty stoked though. And just like one little mess up and the whole thing falls apart. You just gotta be so on point. Like, you can't slack off on that trick. Sometimes, understandable, like mountain biking, the forest, they mostly just, for sure. I really like biking, hiking, walking, and weightlifting, for sure. Indeed. I would actually get into mountain biking if it wasn't so expensive. Mountain biking's pricey, dude. It's like, it's ridiculous how much more pricey it is than BMX. I mean, I guess motocross is the most, is even more expensive, but yeah, at the moment, I think for the bicycle anyway, BMX is probably the cheapest. Because there's probably less materials you have to use to make the stuff. I need to just like not freak out. Every time I land it, I just like freak out. I'm like, holy Toledo, I almost landed it. I need to review this. I need to review these clips because I don't want to land it and it not be in the right angle. So I do film it on 2 phones. Let's see that one that I almost landed. Oh, dude. Man, that was so close. Dude, that was the closest one I've ever had. I need to make sure that I'm like more on that side because it's like carving me that way. Okay, let's delete it. Ugh. Oh, for sure. Yeah, no worries. I normally try and do this like 6 days a week, so I ain't going anywhere really. I would do it at the skate park, it's just my internet doesn't work there. And I also have to be careful because I gotta help my dad out so I can't get the virus. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like right here. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but I just do this thousands of times until I land it. But the cool thing is, once you do learn a trick, it's kind of like you can start comboing it with other ones. And I know this one in particular, I know you can combo it out with other stuff. So my brakes, I don't like when my brakes don't work. There's one thing that's kind of irks me. I know I shouldn't be irked, but it's when my brakes slip. Just such a bad feeling. Tells them to sit right there. Rideout's hard. I wonder if there's a better way to ride out of that. I think the way I'm doing it is the easiest way, but it doesn't seem easy. I mean, maybe I should switch it up.
You know, I could do tricks that I already know and stuff like that. It's just this one in particular, man. This one's the one I've really been working on. Let's see here. Very well, man. Oh, Poland, huh? Wow. Gnarly, dude. Keep it up, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Man, why do my brakes just slip? I wonder if humidity affects brakes. It has to in some degree, right? I wonder if you could tell, but yeah, my brakes are really not working. Like that one right there, I would have gotten into it, but that's the other thing is the tricks that I'm trying to learn right now. You need some like heavy bike maintenance. Like you got to really make sure your bike's kind of dialed to get the tricks to work properly. Clean my rim off, I think. I'll be right back. if that works. It should. Restart this. Delete. Albums recently deleted. Select, delete all. I don't know what it looks like on the stream. I don't even know what it looks like on the stream. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Actually, I'm gonna go look. What does it look like on the stream actually? Let's see here. Okay, okay. Looks kind of cool. I should lift it up a little bit more, huh? That's what we're gonna do. Oops. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have just lifted that thing up right there. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay, let's get back to the grind. Back to the grind, back to the grind. gotta be quick. Just gotta be quick and accurate. I'm messing up the scuff when I try and land it. I need to do a long scuff at the end, let it drop down slowly, regain my footing, pedal out. Instead of, because what I do is I land it and I start hopping. Wrong. Yeah, it sucks. It's weird. There's just some that I get into, and then I'm just doing the exact same thing I can't get into anymore. And it's like I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's what's weird about flatland too. It's like I literally just do not know what it feels like I'm doing the exact same thing. It's either I'm too slow, putting my weight placement somewhere different. Maybe I'm doing something too fast. Maybe I'm messing up the scuff. I don't know. Gotta try and figure it out. Could also be your bike. Could be bike maintenance. Clean the back room because I feel like it's catching on something. Or not catching, it's slipping. Little dust particles or something on here. look better. Feels better. This is another reason why people don't like running brakes. You just gotta work on them a lot. Go mountain stream. Oh wait, let's see, you're back. Man, the mountain looks like you put on a green screen. I know, huh? It's kind of funny. I will say where I'm living at now, it's super isolated compared to Long Beach, California. But there are the mountains back there, so that's cool. It's the trade-off. It's the trade-off of having the mountains or, you know, the city. But I love the city life, man. I love it. So it's weird. I feel like I'm in the complete opposite area from where I was like 2 years ago, before the plague happened. That's why I had to move back. It's because of the plague. Unfortunately. Where's the... Everything happens for a reason, right? Some kind of, something like that. Romans 8:28. Okay, plug this back in. Running out of juice. Running out of juice. Okay, let's see here. Boom. Put this back up on there. I know it sounds kind of weird that I'm just doing the same trick over and over and over again, but I'll just let you guys know that this one is very hard for me. I'm wondering if there has to be somebody out there that just thinks this trick is easy. Like, imagine like seeing somebody do this in like 2 tries. They're like, bro, that was easy. I'd be like, what in the world, bro? I've been working on that thing for months, years. You did it in 3 tries. But there's some people out there like that, I bet. Maybe. That would just do it in like 3 tries and just think it was completely easy. Because some tricks that I think are easy, people are like, dude, that is really hard. And then some of the tricks that they think are easy, I'm like, bro, that's super hard. I think a lot of it goes down to like body geometry and your bike geometry. There's so many geometry differences on bikes that it makes tricks way different on everybody else's bike. It is frustrating because I was just getting into it and I what am I doing wrong, man? I was just getting into it. It feels like I'm doing the same thing. I don't know. take a little break from this trick. I don't know, I just can't get... Isn't that ridiculous? I literally was getting into it like a bunch, and now I can't even get into it anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna take a little break. Just do some other stuff, I guess. It's ridiculous. Just getting into it. Oh well. About double foot jam whip into Vader no hander. I'm gonna push this back. Double foot jam whip to Vader no hander. That'd be cool. Even just 1 foot jam whip to Vader no hander. Cool. Wonder if that's doable. I don't think I've seen anybody do that. Get into that. Oh, okay. You're gonna have to hold it and then go like that. Land like that and then go like that. I'm bad at that trick. Some people have that thing so down. Let me see if it even catches on the camera. I'm really bad at those ones. I think I just need to lean more forward. This angle's really cool though. This is the angle. Push it back just a little bit more. Man, that hurts my leg. How do you guys do that without hurting your leg? I'm wearing shin guards and it hurts my leg. Like I feel like you shouldn't be like whipping it out. When you whip it out, it kind of messes it up. It doesn't have to be like straight. Oh, almost gonna start doing it. Yeah. I don't know how people do it without shin guards. It literally, it hurts with shin guards on. I can't even imagine doing it without shin guards. What about G-turn? G-turn manual wheelie. Oh, dude, that would be a cool line. G-turn manual 180 wheelie. Tire tap reverse CT to fade or no hander. I think that's doable. I don't know. That combo would take many tries. I think the only thing that would mess up that combo is that little bump right there. But I think it's doable if you really set your mind on it. The joys of riding a driveway. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh, I got one. I got one I haven't done before on here. Oh! New combo. Got a new combo up in here. Nope, 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 nope. Ah, fudge. Right here, right here, right here. Oh. I'm not good at I'm so used to doing it on flat that even if I do it on like a little bank, it just feels weird. Okay. We got a new combo into it. Right here. Oh. It might take a little bit. Yeah. Might take a little bit of time. Nope. Trying to do a kick out of it. Oh, come on. Brakes are not working. Come on, buddy. I thought this combo was going to be way easier. It's actually a little challenging. Thought I was going to do it in like a couple tries, but no. Alright, right here. Oh, darn. I did like 20 correction hops. I'm not even going to count. Just hopping all over the place. I landed it, but that's not what I was really going for. People in the BMX world, they don't take kindly to correction hops, right? It's actually kind of funny that I almost did it. Oh, dude. Here, we're gonna have to do it good then. That was almost it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, so we're doing Endo ET, a Bublica tail tap, or Endo ET, a Bublica reverse ET kickflip, fakie to tail tap, reverse ET to kickflip. Let's go. Oh, kind of weird doing it in a bank. I'm not used to it. Right here. Wow. Actually a little challenging. Okay, I kind of actually don't even think I'm going to be able to do it like cleanly for a while. Nope. Yeah, this one's actually kind of, I actually wasn't expecting this. We found a new little challenge. And I just landed it, but I did like 20 correction hops, so. Darn. It's so weird, like, after the reverse ET, just getting into that kickflip into the bank, it's just really weird feeling. Like I'm messing up at timing. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this one aside. I'm gonna put that one on the bulletin board of trying to land it. I ain't gonna land it today, right? Or maybe not today, but right now. Oh, actually, I need to drink some water. Man, I haven't landed anything today except that one triple fire hydrant. See if there's any other BMX riders streaming. Where are you guys at, man? I'm out in the wilderness. No, this isn't the wilderness. Oh, man. Man, it'd be cool to stream at a skate park. Oh. Okay, I need to go get some water. I feel like my energy level's sapping, and generally now I think it's just going to be dehydrated. Let's get back to the backyard. Gotta rehydrate. Rehydration!
Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Let me plug this in. Is it charging? Darned, I think I broke this cable. Fudge. There we go. I'm gonna bring this up just a little bit closer for the backyard. Okay. Let's get to the backyard grind. Backyard no-hander. Will it be landed today? I haven't really landed anything today. Going at it at the wrong angle. Just gotta fully concentrate. I know it sounds ridiculous, but this trick is getting really weird now. I haven't even gotten into one in like 20 tries, so. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, man. That was almost it. I didn't get that right angle. There's this little pivot point, and if you miss that little pivot point, it just seems like it just doesn't work.
got to be quick. I've been slacking a little bit. I don't know like what I'm messing up. It's like there's just always something I'm messing up, man. I don't know why, man. It's like I get it. I get one thing right, and I mess up another thing. This is just perseverance. This trick is just straight, just perseverance to learn. That one I didn't take my hands off. Really just hone in just everything. Just gotta do it quick and accurate. Accurate. The brakes are slipping a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Not even gripping. This trick is ridiculous, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. It's so, like, weird. Earlier today, I thought it was easy. Man. Oh, it's gonna, like... How was I doing it earlier? Like, there was, like, a little point in time for, like, 20 minutes. I was, like, getting into it. gotta be quick. Gotta just do everything just really fast. And just let the momentum just keep going. Tried to like break it. She gets up and she's like, I want it. That's cool. Yeah, man. What is wrong with this trick? Why can't I land it? Here, I need to restart this phone. You probably think I'm crazy. Just doing this trick over and over and over for thousands of attempts. But I almost landed it, you know, so. I'm wondering if this trick's like one of those tricks where it's like, you can never really get it on lock. Because I mean, I feel like since from when I'm doing it, it almost feels like impossible that someone could get this like just on lock. Because look at how many attempts it's taken me just to land, just to get into it. It's taken me so many attempts. Like so many attempts, and I can't even get into it, dude. It's ridiculous. I'm wondering, like, something's like making my brakes not really work very good. Good one. See, it's weird. There's this strange like pivot point, and if you don't get it right and you take your hands off, it just doesn't work. And you have to literally get this little point. I almost landed 2 of them today, so I know it's doable. I almost literally landed like 2 or 3 of them. So it's not impossible. I mean, there's also that. You can also, I think, just scuff into it, but the thing is since I'm doing it this way, I really like don't have much room to kind of like keep doing it. Because I think there is a way where you can scuff into the backyard and then just scuff the backyard and then get that right spot and then boom, take your hands off. But how I've been seeing people do it is they do it and then right off the bat they just take their hands off, like full, like it's gnarly. That's how I want to do it. Yeah, my brakes are really messing me up. This trick in particular, you need some like really high bike maintenance or something, I don't know. This is probably why there's no how-to on how to do this trick. It just takes forever to learn. And I'm wondering if this trick's easier with a flatland geometry. I'm really wondering what like a shorter frame would do, or like zero offset forks. I don't think zero offset forks would really change anything, but I do know having a shorter frame, it might make it easier. I'm wondering if this trick you could just. I'm wondering if this trick's even doable, like where you can get it on lock. It feels like you can't, but like I don't know. That's actually how a lot of the flatland tricks I did think that were exactly like that, but then you end up just kind of starting to learn them. I don't know. Just keep grinding. We're just climbing up a big mountain for this trick, I guess. Every step is hopefully another step towards landing it, right? I need to get to the point where I don't think about what I'm doing. You know, where it's just like, because I feel like once I start thinking about what I'm doing, I just become slower than what it just needs to be just boom, just fluid and fast. I messed up my scuff foot. That's the other thing. I think my scuff foot, There's like a scuff pattern that I have to learn too. I'm not getting it right. Oh, dude, that's it right there. I had to like, if you have too much weight, if you have your bike too much on that weighted side over there, you can't bring it back up and do the no-hander. You have to really torque it. It's so weird because you have to do the 180 bar and then torque it back. It's almost like counterintuitive. It seems counterintuitive, but in order to get that position where you can take your hands off, you have to do that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I did not think this trick was going to take this long. So crazy. A little 3-second clip, man, like a 4-second clip I saw, has ended up becoming like a 1.5 year learning process. It's flat out ridiculous. I'm not even getting into it anymore. And I think I need to take a little break from it. Let's try one more. Just feels like I'm like not even doing it anymore. It's just bizarre. Now, today there was like this little 20-minute window, and I was just getting into like, I got into like 10 of them. Now I can't get into it. I feel like I just get caught in this point where I just keep messing up and keep messing up and keep messing up, and I just keep doing the same thing. It's brutal. Maybe we'll ride the jump. I guess that's what we'll do, huh? Let's go ride the jump, I guess we go ride some jump action, bro. Those little force flats. really, really picking me up now. It's actually holding this, so I'm pretty surprised. Normally this thing is just crumbling on me. I've been really trying to pack it down. Let's see here. Get up, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Watch this thing, man.
Do some tricks, huh?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, dude. Oh, someone's actually watching the stream, huh? That's weird. I haven't got a can on that thing in so long. Well, let's see if we do a whip. Let's see how many attempts it takes to do a whip. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should push this back. I think I could just do it into a line. What about I do a turn down into, like, turn down, land out of it into a turn down to I wonder if that would show up. I'm gonna just tail it to turn down one. Or no, I already said I was going to do the toe up one, right? I'll just see what. Oh, almost did the whiplash. I mean, that was the line, I guess, right there, right? It's kind of lame, though. We'll observe it. Okay, okay. Kind of worked, right? Let's add a stream marker. I want to do the turn down one now. Turn down to switch foot stick B. No hander. Now that one's going to be interesting. Over there look amazing. Don't even look real. Look completely awesome. That's going to take a long time. That will take quite a bit of time right there to land. Just keep doing it. This might actually be like a pretty legit clip if I get it. Kidding me, dude. Oh man, actually I really want to get this clip. This clip would be really cool. I guess the bad part is that I'm going into a scuff trick, and my tire's kind of dirty. So it's like making the scuff really hard. I need to get it though, because they do eventually tear this jump down. I need to have it on film. Can you actual... Wait a minute, let's see here. Which one was it?
done?
No,
Are we done with the tractor?
I just set it down.
The lunchtime snack guy. Oh yeah, it's your lunchtime snack guy, huh?
Yeah, I just been kind of riding the ramp a lot because now I'm scared they're going to tear it down because of that guy right there.
Oh yeah.
I just put a ramp for today.
He said that it's probably okay because it's not on the fence side.
If it's not what?
It's not on the fence side. My neighbor actually up the street has like a pump track in that lot right there, and he got in trouble.
Oh, because it's his side, yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
Oh, that's.
I guess it's like some sort of archaeological dig site.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you look on Google Earth, you can see some distinct Kiva rings. There's one here. There's one and one over there. Down by the river. There's a trio of them right there. What are you doing?
Ball pick.
do 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 do. Okay, let's see it.